IPC Sunday School Association Maharashtra online Sunday School classes for class 3. Praise the Lord, children. Today we will learn lesson number 11, the prophet who was taken to heaven. Before we proceed, I would encourage you to read the Bible portion 2 Kings chapter 2 verse 1 to 17. Why are we learning this lesson? Because from this lesson, we come to know that if we obey and worship God in full spirit, we will enter the heaven. God honors those who honor Him. And children, you should by heart the memory verse, Matthew 5 verse 10. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for there is a kingdom of heaven. Children, I would like to ask you a question. When a person dies, where does his spirit go? It will go either to heaven or to hell. Every human will die for sure one day. But God was very pleased with Elijah's services towards him. So God decided to take him to heaven without death. We will learn about him in this lesson. Elijah was an obedient prophet who had no fear in prophesying whatever God asked him and in telling what God ordered him to tell out. King Ahab and his people used to worship idols, and God was very angry with them. God warned through Elijah and punished them by not sending rain to earth for 3 years and 6 months. Later on, when Elijah prayed, God listened and sent rain. Once Elijah and his disciple Elisha were about to set their journey from Gilgal. Elijah said, "Stay here, the Lord has sent me to Bethel." But Elisha replied, "I will not leave you to go alone." So they went to Bethel together. Elisha knew that Elijah would be taken to heaven very soon, so he never left Elijah's side. The company of the prophets at Bethel came to Elisha and asked, "Do you know that the Lord is going to take your master from you today?" Elijah said to Elisha, "Stay here, Elisha. The Lord has sent me to Jericho." Once again Elisha replied, "As surely as the Lord lives and you live, I will not leave you." So they both went to Jericho together. The company of the prophets at Jericho went up to Elisha and once again asked him, "Do you know that the Lord is going to take your master from you today?" Elisha replied, "Yes, I know, so be quiet." Elijah then said to Elisha, "Stay here, the Lord has sent me to river Jordan." Elisha replied, "As surely as the Lord lives and you live, I will not leave you." So the two of them walked to the river Jordan. 50 men from the company of the prophets followed them. Elijah took his blanket, rolled it up and struck the water with it. The water split and the two of them crossed over the dry ground. When they had crossed, Elijah asked, "Tell me what I can do for you before I am taken from you." Elisha replied, "Let me inherit a double portion of your spirit." Elijah agreed and said, "It will be yours if you see me when I am taken from you, otherwise not." As they were walking along, talking together, suddenly a chariot of fire appeared and separated the two of them, and Elijah went up to heaven in a whirlwind. Elijah's blanket fell to the ground. Elisha cried out, my father, the chariots and the horsemen of Israel." In grief, he took hold of his garment and tore it in two. Elisha went back and stood on the banks of the Jordan. He took the blanket that had fallen from Elijah and struck the water with it. The water divided to the right and to the left, and he crossed over. Elisha kept doing more miracles of God those days. So, dear children, this was all about today's lesson. Hope you all understood. There are some questions. Number 1. Who was the disciple of Elijah? 2. What blessing did Elisha ask to Elijah? 3. Explain one miracle Elisha did. 4. How was Elijah taken to heaven? Children, I would encourage you to answer these questions. And do read the Bible portion, that is 2 King chapter 2 verse 1 to 17, and memorize the memory verse, that is Matthew 5 verse 10. And in the next chapter, we will learn more about Elisha. Thank you.